well. All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today we're doing the very first full day of eating of this entire 2024 prep. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of exactly what my meal plan is looking like right now. Talked a little bit in the last video about, you know, where my calories are at, where my macros are at generally. This is day 3 only. So I wanna show you guys the reality of what things look like at the very beginning of prep, because the past couple of days it has been a lot of food, a lot more even like solid food, whole foods than I'm used to eating, and a lot more, you know, lower calorie, higher volume foods than I'm used to eating. So it's a lot more volume of food that I'm currently eating. I think my weight is really adjusting to that right now because I'm used to eating as calorie dense foods as possible. So I'm gonna show you guys what we're getting into today. We're starting off with our traditional French toast meal. The protein French toast has been a staple in my cutting diet for the past, I don't know, like 3 years now, since my prep in 2021. Show you guys what this is looking like. I have Mr. Alex Toplin coaching me again this year. So I'm super excited to be working with him once again. So with that being said, let's start this day off with our French toast meal. Show you guys exactly what's in it, how much I'm eating, and really excited to see, because I'm gonna track this in my MyFitnessPal and everything too. I have the meal plan all written out, but I have not, you know, tracked things throughout the day yet. I've just been following the meal plan to a T. So this will be a really interesting idea to see exactly where we're at 14 weeks out from our first show. So honestly, I'm still in search of finding the best sugar-free syrup. I know this one is really good tasting, and that's, you know, usually the most important part. Wait, Miss Buttersworth. I've always grown up saying Miss Buttersworth. There's clearly not an S after butter, but I've always said Miss Buttersworth's. Wait, Miss Buttersworth. Every year I start off with French toast in my cutting diet, and every year I start off with usually 6 pieces of French toast, which is surprisingly like a lot of food. Like it's literally 6 pieces of bread with a bunch of eggs and egg whites, because right now this is actually kind of hard for me to eat. It's interesting seeing the dichotomy between this and towards the end of prep, where you can literally just eat thousands and thousands of calories. Whereas right now I'm like, this is a hard meal to get down. Meal number 1 is going to be 6 pieces of honey wheat bread from HEB. We're doing 300 grams of egg whites, which is like 6 or 7 servings of egg whites. It's a lot. 300 grams of egg whites plus 2 whole eggs. Then we added obviously a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of stevia, and some vanilla extract, and HEB raspberry Greek yogurt on the side here. What's really interesting about transitioning from the bulk straight into a cut like this is I literally have cut out all, you know, liquid calories, anything that contributes towards my daily caloric intake, and is in a liquid form has been completely cut out. So no milk, no orange juice, no chocolate milk, creamer, nothing like that. Like all of that is taken out. So whereas with that breakfast, I would normally have, you know, a 20 or 24 ounce glass of orange juice, or I would make a big protein shake with like 2 cups of milk in it. Now we're literally just having water. It like right there cuts out a ton of extra calories without even having to think about it. All right, guys, so for this very first meal of the day, the calories come out to 1,033 calories. This is including the sugar-free syrup that we added in. So understand it's 10 calories per serving for that. I kind of use a lot because it's 6 pieces of French toast. I kind of need a lot of it. That's probably gonna go down throughout the duration of the prep. But it's 10 calories per serving. I said I used about 2.5 servings, so it's an extra 25 calories. So we have 106 grams of protein from that meal. So really solid starts the day. We have 106 grams of protein to start for that meal. We have 106 grams of carbs. Again, like I said, some of that carb is coming from the sugar-free syrup as well. And we have 20 grams of fat on the day. So 1,000 calories, 106 grams of protein, fat super low, which is good. Also, when it comes to coffee, so we're not using any sort of creamer anymore. I may add in sugar-free creamer, but we'll see. It just gets kind of risky with that. Like, you start a ton of extra calories. So trying to keep things as, you know, minimal as possible from what we're adding in. But with coffee as well, I've just been using this Truvia, like this squeezable, like liquid stevia, as well as I picked up these as well. Some 0-calorie monk fruit sweeteners. So all right, guys, so whipped up some chicken very quickly here. We had the rice cooking while I was editing some video. Plan another meal here. We are also adding on top of the rice chicken little tacos here. We're adding on a serving of fat-free mozzarella cheese. Now look at the calories and macros on this, right? So we have 9 grams of protein per serving. So it's pretty much just straight protein, right? Literally 2 grams of carbs, just straight protein, 0 fat. Tastes pretty good. It's not gonna be as good as regular cheese, but you know, we'll take it. We're also doing 50 grams of lettuce on there too, 9 calories for the amount that we're adding on. Super easy. And then we're adding this HEB salsa, which is 5 calories per serving. It's this mild, because I don't like anything spicy, but gives it a ton of extra flavor. And that is going to be our meal. So there is the finished product. So we have 2 of these low carb wraps. We get them from La Banderita. They used to be like 45 calories. They're now 60. Yeah, you look insane. Where's that? It's from ALPHALETE. Guys, you guys better go use code Dengler if you want your girlfriend to look like that. That looks insane, actually. So 2 low carb wraps from La Banderita. These are 60 calories per wrap, but they're basically like virtually like 6 grams of carbs only. So it's like a full big tortilla, but for only 60 calories, whereas it would normally be like 120 or 180 calories, something like that. 225 grams of cooked jasmine rice on here. Then we have 155 grams of chicken breast, plus 28 grams of the fat-free cheese, plus 50 grams of the lettuce, and then we have a little bit of salsa on top. So believe it or not, this meal is only 658 calories total with everything included in here. It's a pretty big meal, but for, you know, under 700 calories, it's like gonna fill me up for quite a while. The funny thing is, it's 2 p.m. I have to eat this right now, hit the gym, run, and then we have 3 more big meals to hit the rest of the day. So it's 658 calories for that meal here. On the day, we are at 1,716 calories. We are at a total of 179 grams of protein right now, 217 grams of carbs, and 23 grams of fat. Get some pre-workout ready, hit the gym, let's go. Okay, so mixed up pre-workout, we are doing a little bit of the BPN Flight Blue Raspberry. We're doing some of the not brand new, sorry, I just got this in the mail, sour watermelon endo pump right here, and we're doing 2 scoops of creatine. I was doing creatine my entire bulk, but I ran out and I, for some reason, like didn't take it for the past 10 days or 2 weeks, but we're back on it now. So I expect my weight to probably just bump up just a tiny bit. I think after like about 2 weeks off creatine, I probably, you know, desaturated my muscles a little bit. It's time to fill them back up with creatine. I honestly feel like I'm gaining just a little bit of water in the process. So we're gonna run up to the gym. We got a leg day today. I got the jersey on from ALPHALETE, code Dengler. If you guys want BPN subs, 10% off, code Dengler as well. Let's go run it. Yo, what is going on, guys? So bringing back another voiceover commentary for this video. So dude, these leg days have been, you know, so fun for me recently. I'm adding in quite a bit more leg training, especially even throughout this prep. Like even the past couple of months, legs have been much more of a priority for me, but I've only been training them maybe like once a week, once every 6 days or every 5 days. So we're really upping it a little bit. I just want to see what we can do, honestly. Like, I'm really curious to see what kind of development we can get in the legs. Even throughout the prep, man, like last year, we were just doing squat and deadlift during my whole entire prep. So I want to see what happens, you know, if I train legs twice a week, every single week for the next 14 weeks during this prep. If I can, you know, first off, hold on to more tissue, maybe build more muscle tissue in my legs, and hopefully just get a much, crazier look in my legs this year. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I'm feeling good. I'm really enjoying these leg days, pushing myself harder than I've ever pushed before on legs. But I feel like last year, a combination of running 5 times a week, as well as just doing heavy powerlifting, squats and deadlifts during my prep, that was the only leg training that I did. Like, I didn't actually have any leg days during my prep the past 2 years. And I think that might be responsible for me, like, losing a good amount of size on my legs during the prep. So just like really interested to see what's going to happen this time around. Obviously here we started off with the seated leg curl. So just kind of really get the hamstrings firing with a nice like isolation exercise, then moving into back-to-back quad exercises here. Obviously heavy compound. We have hack squat followed by the pendulum squat in here. I decided to add the extra plate. I was just going to do 2 plates and a quarter, but I was like, you know what? Let's go 3 plates on this. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? I'm really, again, like I showed you in some of the last videos, just emphasizing the control on these, right? Like there's no bounce out of the bottom, absolutely no bounce, just really letting it marinate in that, high tension area, where, you get to this point, like right here, boom, that your body just wants to drop into the hole and just, bounce out of the bottom. But we're fighting against that, we're fighting against that the whole time. And that's how I've been getting a crazy pump in my quads. These things, like, surprisingly, they don't look that crazy, but I really think that they're going to have good size and hopefully decent shape as I get leaner. Like, I'm going to have to get quite a bit leaner here, but just really interested to see what things are going to look like towards the end. So this day was a quad focused workout. So I'm having 1 quad focused day per week and 1 hamstring focused day per week. Obviously on each of those days, we're going to hit a little bit of both quads and hamstrings. But here we're just doing 2 hamstring exercises. So this is our second, was just the lying hamstring curl, which is quite a burner for me. It's still a really good exercise. I love doing some sort of heavy RDL, but I'm going to prioritize that on my hamstring focus day, where we can go a bit heavier, really push the limits on my hamstring development there. And then these as well, just like been loving, doing leg extensions just with an extreme amount of control. Like, this is pretty good control. Like, I've even been controlling it better than this. Like, really, like when I get to that squeeze at the top, just kind of holding that. And that's been my training mentality kind of going forward. So hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the video if you guys have made it this far in the video. Other than that, leg training's been good. Looking forward to seeing what they look like towards the end of prep here, man. So the first thing post-workout that we're going to do is grab a protein shake, which is what we tracked earlier on in the day with our breakfast. But 1 scoop of the BPN Nutter Bar Blast. This is like their Butterfinger flavor. It's really good. I'm gonna use this right now. So with this, I've already whipped up my dinner for tonight. So I have two dinners technically. So the way that my meal plan is set up right now is I have 4 big meals, and then I basically have like a treat dessert kind of thing at the end of the night. Technically like 5 meals, because the 4th or the 5th meal is like, the dessert is pretty big too. I'm not gonna lie, it's like a pretty hefty dessert. So right here, this is a pretty big plate of pasta. So we have 250 grams of cooked weight pasta. There's some rigatoni here, some penne in here. I kind of ran out, so I did a little mix of both. Then we have 155 grams of 93.7 ground beef in here, 64 grams of pasta sauce. So not really much sauce at all. Just gives it a little extra flavor, not really wasting any calories on that. Whole handful, 90 grams of broccoli right here. That's all we're doing. It's a big meal. To put this in perspective, I do this pasta meal every year. If you guys have been watching the channel, ever since I've been prepping the past couple of years, we've been doing pasta at night, and I get down to like 130 or 135 grams of cooked weight pasta at the end. Right now, we're at 250 grams, so almost double that. The quantities are definitely gonna go down, but right now we're enjoying the big amounts of food that we have. So we're not gonna necessarily have this later on. So just enjoying what we do have before it's gone. For the third day in a row, I am kind of behind on my meals. Like I said, we have 5 like pretty big meals, and basically the way Alex has it set up is I should be hitting roughly 3,700 calories today, which is a lot to eat from just clean food, all sugar-free stuff, all whole foods, all solid foods. So this is a lot, man. I'm not even like that hungry. I just finished my last meal, maybe 30 minutes ago, and I'm already having my next meal because I need to get it in. So this is what we are rocking with for our next meal. So pretty much a similar meal to the last one, except like without pasta. So we're doing another 155 grams of 93.7 ground beef. We're doing 225 grams of cooked rice, and then we have 90 grams of broccoli on top. So for the sauce, we're doing like a barbecue sauce. Let me show you what we're using. But again, this is like a pretty hefty bowl. It's a lot of rice, a lot of beef with some vegetable. And then this is what we're using for the sauce today. This is one of my favorites. Actually, I don't know if they had this one last year when I was prepping. I think they did. They had a sweet and spicy one, but sweet and smoky is what we're trying today. So raised, no sugar added. So this one's 15 calories. It's a little bit higher, but again, I just used 25 grams. So we probably have roughly, closer to 11 calories that I added. So not bad for, making my meal taste significantly better. So, but very quickly, you guys can kind of see how like at the start of prep, it is a lot of volume of food. Like it's different than I'm used to. Like when I'm just slamming down calories left and right, we're eating a lot of volume, which is filling me up. I'm not gonna lie, which is a good thing. But it's just like the first week or even 2 weeks is kind of like, all right, we're pushing food. You start to really, feel the lower calories eventually. Right now, stomach is full, calories are still relatively high, although, much lower than we're used to. I'm not gonna lie, these meals are still like a little tough for me to get down. Like I wouldn't even necessarily want to have 5 meals of this size right now. But like I said, we're gonna enjoy it while we still have it. All right, trying to finish this, I'm so full. I have like 1 or 2 more bites left. I'm so full right now. This is hard to get down. So welcome back for meal number 5 on the day. I told you guys this was gonna be a lot of food. The start of prep is always literally just pounding down a lot of food, a large volume of food, and still pretty high calories. So we are going to do this year, instead of doing the packets of oatmeal, we're actually going to do just regular oats. I'm gonna start off with quick oats. Probably towards the end of prep, I'll switch over to like old-fashioned oats, so it just kind of like, takes even longer to digest in my stomach. 2.5 servings of oats. From here, it's gonna make a pretty big quantity. We also get 24 grams of peanut butter. This is the Central Market natural peanut butter. A couple other things we're just gonna kind of add in here. A little sprinkle of some iodized sea salt, a little splash of some vanilla extract, and then we'll probably add in, just for a little more sweetness, some of the Miss Buttersworth's sugar-free syrup. So that is what we're rocking with for meal number 5. We also get some Halo Top ice cream as well, which is just literally the best part of the day. I'm gonna have that after this, because this is going to be, I'm not even getting a very large bowl of oatmeal. Oh my God, so much. Now 11 o'clock, we are doing our last, food for the entire night. This is part of that meal number 5. We have, boom, right here, Halo Top ice cream. So this is the chocolate mocha chip Halo Top ice cream. We're doing 120 grams of it. So the serving size is 86 grams. So we're doing you know, almost a serving and a half here, which is kind of good. This whole entire pint is only 320 calories, so we're only having about 160 calories of ice cream, which if you guys can see, there's actually a decent amount in here for 120 grams. So that's what we're doing to really end off the night here. This one as well, the mint chocolate chip. So just having little things like that in there when for the most part you're having clean foods, chicken, broccoli, rice, ground beef, right? All those very like plain, healthy foods that you need to hit your goals, but then adding in a couple of things like the ice cream, the oatmeal, the French toast really, you know, keeps you like sane throughout the prep. So currently at 13 weeks out, this is what the total calories and macros came out to for the day. So calories on the day, 3,824 calories. This is also including all the sauces, the syrups, anything else that we added in on top of the meal plan. So right, we were using those 10 calorie sauces, the 15 calorie sauces and stuff like that. 3,824 calories. The macros for today, 321 grams of protein, 491 grams of carbs, and 82 grams of fat. So pretty solid full day of eating. Again, like I said, compared to the 4,900 calorie full day of eating we did last time, compared to the 5,200 calorie full day of eating we did back when I was running, this is quite a big change for me. So I expect to see, you know, weight kind of dropping pretty quickly, even on 3,800 calories. I think things will start to tighten up over the next couple of weeks. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to show you guys the process. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see more full day of eatings like this coming soon. Like I said, things will be changing pretty quickly and excited to share everything with you guys. It's gonna go by fast, 13 weeks until we step on stage. Excited to document everything, just show you guys exactly what's going on, exactly how my physique is changing, exactly how my mentality is changing, and just show you guys everything that happens along the way. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.